Hello and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII on the PC. I'm gonna just dive straight into this because I believe you just set it off and go. So let's see how we get on. I'm gonna try and play through this without trying to spoil it overtly, although I have played it before. So I should hopefully be able to do remember enough of this to know what isn't going to be spoiling it for later on, if that makes sense.
Or the beginning of the end.
Because it's the 13 days lead up to, or in a period of time where this game is set, and we are currently sat on a train being taken to what is, I believe, our doom, as trains are known for. So yeah, these guys have us under lock and key essentially, but somehow we're going to have to find a way out of this.
Be quiet.
Best of luck.
And these are our guys. So I've never quite got what caused that to do that. But immediately you've just got to kick some ass and...
She did it!
There we go. Right, jobs. We're free. Oh, no, wait, no, they open fire now. Open fire and a load of... I suppose they were taking us to our doom. But... opening fire on a full train seems like a bad idea.
You alright?
But we're going to save the day. Because we have... Frokobo! Yeah. So, we have also Lightning, who is living up to her name here by kicking all sorts of ass. Almost comically just matrixing through the train there.
They all want to fight.
Good for them.
Yeah. They're going down anyway. Okay. So we look to make our move off of the high-speed train through what appears to be, actually, God knows what, like miles above the ground though.
Give me that.
What we need to do is to start using the rocket launcher on things, which was just kicking about. Again, rocket launcher on a train doesn't seem like overkill. I mean, I don't know the police-keeping situation here, but... yeah, very nice. And I believe that there's already something going on here. This isn't just our guys. There's already some sort of insurgents or rebellion or general fighting going on. And looks like they're downloading monsters or robots into the area to kick ass. I don't quite understand that bit yet either, or remember how it works. But there's also a giant flying robo death laser scorpion which has just grabbed our train and stopped it and is now proceeding to howk its way in.
I'm in the way!
Yeah, not towards it. Damn it, woman! Right. So, here we have our main guys. Try to escape the mangled wreck of what we left. As I say, it does look gorgeous. I'm not sure it's because I'm closer to it or I remember it, like with it being on the PC. So I've played this on the TV. They've probably also improved it for the PC. That is also feasible. It just seems odd that they've dropped the resolution. Yeah, let's still try and start a fist fight with the Robo Scorpion.
What do we do?
Is this a callback to Final Fantasy VII? Maybe? This one does seem a lot more badass. But we now have a introduction tutorial to the active time battle, which I am going to skip because what it essentially does is it just says that your gauge fills and then you attack it. At this point it's suffering from the problem of having not enough things to do to make it interesting, as most games do. So all we can do at the moment is attack, and I believe we have another ability called Blitz there, which allows us to attack multiple enemies at once, which we can't because there's only one of them. So essentially we just use the auto battle and just attack as soon as we can. The other thing to note is that we can't control our secondary party member. They just act on their own based on what, like, how you got them set up. At this point, with it being so early in the game, we have no real control over anything going on outside of ourselves and just hitting whatever moves. But yeah, no.
Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now.
You sound like a challenge. Run away, run away. Yeah, just gonna throw this train cart at you now. There's some 2 levels of how to deal with that. One in a totally super kick-ass, badass way. The other one, oh, run away, run away. I love the way he runs down there. It's just brilliant. And Truckbow lands it.
Heads up.
This thing won't give up.
There we go. Right, so round 2. Is it lost its? Yeah, it's got its. No, it doesn't. Okay, I thought it got them stuck, but nope. And I believe we just keep going. Essentially, we just keep attacking it because there's not much else we can do. One thing to note is that at the end of each battle, you have fully replenished HP. So you notice there that it was 200 and 220, and that means that when you're fighting, you can fight each battle as if it's a boss fight, essentially. And just as long as you're not going to actually die, just go all out all the time. So, like, if I was thinking about the long game, I would look at Lightning's health there and go, right, that's flashing yellow, I might want to think about doing something. I probably still should, and I probably just jinxed it now, because it's going to use this wave cannon attack, which will probably do a lot of damage and get her down to red. But if I can get away with one more attack, that's fine. So, like, she was on 16 health there, I think, and that's still 5 out of 5 rating. So that was still brilliantly done just because it was killed and killed quickly, which is takes a bit of getting used to. You normally think about the long game in this sort of scenario, but yeah, you just get a load of potions, so in case you do get stuck, you've got some health replenishment, and that's it. Just make sure it doesn't collapse on your face, which thankfully exploded away from us, which is what you want out of your Death Robo Scorpion laser cannon death sentence. And yeah, now we can relax. Uh-oh. Time to be badass.
Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier?
No,
I mean, you are psycho,
I have a
aren't
level
you?
of moodiness which protects my
What are you doing trying
character,
to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me
my
that?
vulnerabilities.
Soldier.
Yeah, now I'm just
Where
a
do you think
woman.
you're going?
A woman with no reason to live. Well, actually no, it's not quite right, but it's not far off.
Chocobo, you just can't catch a break, can we?
Nah, man, no.
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well. Better follow up.
Yep, along the hanging edge of the restricted zone. Or is it hanging edge which is the restricted zone? I think it's hanging edge which is the restricted zone. But anyway, we get to play with the camera a little bit here, I believe. Just to set it up. It's all a bit unusual because it's telling me to use the numpad essentially. I think I'm going to change it a little bit because I'm not quite it doesn't quite feel natural. I think I seem to remember, is it that one that I like? Let's try that. No, I think it's that one. So look right, look left, look up, look down. Yeah, that'll do. And oh, we have the data log as well, which autonomously streams information deemed pertinent. That sounds a complicated way of saying it's just a bit of a help section, which fleshes out the story a little bit.
Sure we
To be honest, I've never really read into it that much, because it does flesh out the characters, I believe. So if we just have a quick look, and so we have events. So this actually explains what we've just been up to. So if it's less than 10 minutes into the game, it's a bit overkill to say this is explaining what we just did, like 2 seconds ago. Yeah, attempts to figure out the angle which she shows little desire to share. The former soldier throws herself into battle without the slightest hint of hesitation. What could be driving her? Well, let's find out next time when we come back. So this has been episode 1 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII, and we'll dig straight into part 2 immediately after this. So take care of yourself and goodbye.